Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? I am Edwin Moles coming back with another cast. This is from the Open League, from the Ivy League of Legends first season, and I'm actually here with one of my good friends and players, or good friends and teammates, Manticles. How's it going, man?
Hey,
Yep,
good to be here.
it's awesome. This is Team Anthony Wastella on blue, and they are from Penn State. They are actually from the same place that both Manticles and I are from, and they are up against Team Boots on purple team. I actually neglected to ask where they're from. Did you happen to catch that, Manticles?
No, I did not. I just noted that they were Team Boots.
They are
It's
Team
not
Boots.
particularly descriptive of the university they go to.
No, but if you do, what I love is that they happen to pick Cassiopeia, and I'm thinking you're remembering the picture that I did, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. How does Cassiopeia wear shoes? On her head. That's right. Now look at these teams. We had, oh, and I don't want to forget, of course, to reference the bans. Anthony Wastella, blue team, did ban Maokai Kassadin and Lee Sin, so an AP and two junglers. And Team Boots, they banned Morgana, Rammus, and Shaco, so an AP and two junglers. So basically, strong mid-APs and junglers bans all around. Obviously, Rammus, Shaco, and Maokai having very good ganks. So I think both teams are just kind of wanting to play a little bit safer. However, Skarner was picked up for blue team, a really strong jungler. Cassiopeia, of course, picked up for purple team, a really strong AP mid. The only kind of oddball picks we have really here. Vayne hasn't seen quite as much play since her nerfs. The Lux pick, AP Lux, is a little strange. Don't often see that. And Wukong a little bit, and Nocturne again, not so much. But for the general feel of the game, is pretty straightforward. Of course, GP, Sona, Soraka, seeing a lot of play. So both teams coming out right now. Looks like they're going to rushing straight up the mid lane. Make sure I got my vision. Yeah, I got my vision right. All right, great. Awesome. But then, like, I won't be clipping nearly as much as I did in the last video. It seems like purple team's taking a more defensive stance. We can see the team's already splitting up, kind of covering all the entrances to their base. Wukong maybe taking double golems to start. We have Nocturne hanging out with Cassiopeia Wraiths. Meanwhile, blue team, on the other hand, is completely, piled up. Looks like they want to invade, or at the very least just check what's going on with the purple team. Now, we do have a CV. That should be really noted. We have a CV on Sona. Unlike an exhaust on Soraka, so bottom lane for purple team has a little bit of an advantage in terms of engagements, but this CV there pops down on Sivir and Soraka, and the blue team sees that they're safe, goes ahead and moves in. Nothing too noteworthy in items. We do see that Wukong has opted for Cloth 5 against the Gangplank, whereas Gangplank has opted for Boots 3. Pretty good start. How producing damage from those parlays. But there is, whoa, Sivir, nice. Good reaction time from Apollo's Dawn and Mod Podge, getting right out of there. Soraka even lays down a ward in reaction. Looks like blue team is going to plan on stealing that blue, and Sona did ward that brush. Smart move, but it looks like Nocturne's just going to, no problem, take Wraiths, maybe take red next. Oh, we have some chat. And how do you move the chat? Do you happen to know, man, please?
No idea, sorry.
That's okay. We'll just see a little bit of their going on, their chat going on. So blue picks up that first blue as Skarner. Gonna leave that last little lizard, which will be picked up by Mod Podge. Meanwhile, Wukong heading at the top, getting a little bit of experience and gold lead on Gangplank, while Yoit's Flow seems to have... Oh, and I seem to have lagged out. Manticles, are you still in the game?
I actually noticed them speeding up as soon as we started. I'm guessing that there was a restart, perhaps? Everything is going very strangely. Very
interestingly. Well, you may have sped up, and I did not, so I think what I did is paused to get back on track, which is why Nocturne was standing there letting the lizard hit him. So anyway, we're now moving along nicely. Nocturne's picked up red. Skarner moving back over to his own blue. Looks like he's going to give that blue to Gangplank, which would give Gangplank a great lead in top lane, but man, Wukong is going to hit 2 very soon. Yeah, he needs a couple more minions to hit 2. He's got a big advantage on the Ulf, even though the Ulf will have blue.
I feel like they may want Skarner to have tanked that blue. I mean, Gangplank can get blue, but he's going to go back to lane at no health. Yeah, that was a big misplay. Gangplank could easily get... I mean, Wukong's going to have his gap closer and his Q auto attack reset. He could actually just burst Gangplank down right now down if he's not careful. Wukong has a lot of HP, of course. Looks like one pot already being used for the Ulf, maybe the second one. Ulf's just going to go ahead and farm up. Look, it's like a mid. I think this is going to be one of the most dynamic names. Cassiopeia just being a very aggressive AP. We do have Major Giggles coming out with a Doran's Ring to no sustain against the Boots 3 of Cassiopeia. Ooh, there's that. Oh, the Qs and the Es coming out from Dusselaki, doing a lot of damage to Major Giggles. Meanwhile, bot lane is actually pushed up quite against the tower.
ping, they do see Nocturne, so blue team doesn't know where he is. Oh, and the gank from top, actually, I think we both missed that.
I was watching that, actually. Blue just flashed Wukong.
Oh, wow, and blue taking
no red buff or slow or anything.
Yeah, taking a lot of... Well, he does have the slow from his Q, but it wasn't nearly enough to take down Wukong. In fact, Wukong's now at a higher health than either one of them. Look at that CS right now. He's sitting at a nice 12 as well. Looks like Lux was forced out of lane already, coming back with a Boots and a pot, so having some gold, but just a Lucky having pretty hard lane dominance, only having used one pot. Meanwhile, bot's pretty stable. Sunlith has taken some damage. Doc farming up. Bot seems to be, yeah, pretty much even. Doc did go that Dorian's Ring, giving her a little bit extra health. Kind of an errant E there, and didn't really hit a wall. And actually, this is not a bad situation for the Ulf. The Ulf is now pushed up against his tower. He has blue buff, so he can be spamming that parlay for extra gold.
Spam his W for lane sustain, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what he needs to be doing right now.
Meanwhile, back in mid...
Wukong's going in on Gangplank up top.
Oh, yeah, he is.
So, Gangplank.
Just eating those oranges. It's K. I mean, throwing out the parlays on Wukong, but honestly, Wukong still has 2 pots left. He, at this point, has very little farm, though. Look at Wukong. He's 17. Versus...
Wukong combos Gangplank one more time.
Yeah,
I mean... drops an Ignite.
He's going to get the kill. It's just he's having a hard time both harassing and farming, which I guess for Wukong can be difficult. But I think if the Ulf is smart about how he moves around, game's actually moving a little bit faster for me right now. I think I might be catching back up.
I'm speeding up too right now. Probably just Riot being Riot.
Who knows? Anyway, lane pushing back for GP. Some more harass coming out from Just a Lackey on Major Giggles. The farm is heavily in favor of Cassiopeia right now. Major Giggles taking a lot of damage.
It looks like Skarner is going to cover lane for Gangplank up top, which is a bit of a waste of his red buff.
It is, and he needs, well, the thing is that normally if he was able to drive, I'm going to just call him Wukong because M002 is kind of long. If he could drive Wukong out of lane, that'd be fine, but Wukong at this point is planning on backing. Honestly, he's just pushing creeps. He's going to back, he's going to come back in the lane with GP and have an advantage. So, the fact that Blue's there.
There was a brutal exchange mid, which I think Luke's actually came out on top of.
Well, Luke's came on top of because Luke's backed and Cassiopeia had not yet. So Cassiopeia is coming back in the lane with, interestingly, no pots, but Boots and double Dorans. Very strong. Against Lux's, we should point out, still single Dorans. It looks like she's waiting on something. Oh, 2 wards. Ooh, interesting. No pots on the mid. Doc Holiday, basically is trading farm right now. Vayne versus Sivir. Sivir's a really strong... Really strong laner, even despite the nerfs he received last patch. So, kind of interested that Sivir hasn't made any stronger plays, but they do have Sona versus Soraka. Sona will put out more damage. So, basically it's even right now. Oh, maybe a good E from Doc? Nope, not yet. Basically, we need to make some kind of play mid, because I have the feeling Gangplank's going to be able to stabilize if he manages to get that Wriggles, which does look like he's going for. He's got that cloth armor longsword. Blue, moving in for the invade, getting caught way out of position. There's the ult from Just a Lackey, and Lux misses her snare, gonna go down to Yoich's Flow, and Just a Lackey. First blood does go to Cassiopeia with Hardy right now, the third highest CS in the game. Basically, she's got a lot of creeps in a kill. She's got gold. Meanwhile, Sentinel taking a lot of damage bottom. Mod Podge getting pinned against the wall though, very low. Doc Ock has been silenced. He's gonna get the triple stock off, but there's the exhaust from Soraka. Oh, and the flashback in from Sivir. Wow, going for the boomerang blade on Sunlit. And Doc maybe went for the kill. Nope, decides to back off. Ooh, that was pretty intense. Meanwhile, Yoich's Flow moved around to Blue. See if he's going to give that to Cassiopeia. Wave is pushing against Cassiopeia right now, but Blue and Cassiopeia would really win her the lane. Not that she hasn't already. The Ulf picking up some CS. Basically, CS lead is definitely going to purple team at this point by a small margin. Looks like Lux is maybe moving up to gank Wukong. Oh, just deciding to ward her own lane. There, Blue does go to Just a Lackey. As we see, neither of the ranged AD's bot have backed yet, so we still have a Doran's and Boots 2 pots now for Sivir. Lane is pushed for Mod Podge against Doc Holiday. So, of course, I would expect Sivir to back after this and go and purchase some items while Doc Holiday is forced to stay and farm, but we'll see how they decide to play that out. Red is up for Yoich's Flow. It seems like he's going there now. Lux now picking up Blue from Blue. What's your take on the game right now, man?
I don't know. That first blood in the jungle has set Skarner back pretty far.
Yeah, I had the feeling that Go ahead.
Actually, perhaps him taking that blue might have been wise, simply because he needs the level. But he got one off of that anyway, and it seems to be doing fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, Skarner's a great ganker and a pretty good counter jungler, but when he moved in, they didn't really know where Nock was, or at least, I'm not exactly sure if they knew, but it didn't seem like they did, and also Major Giggles wasn't able to really respond well to that. Meanwhile, though, we actually have even CS in top lane, so Gangplank, despite the kind of messy start in the beginning, is pretty much coming out even right now. But it looks like both players are going for a Wriggles in top lane, so going for that tanky sustain. Oh, but Nock is coming top. He does not have red, but he is in a decent position. The Ulf does have a ward that was going to see Nock right now. There he goes, and he's going to back off. He has a little bit of mana, unfortunately. Not enough to E for the movement speed. Oh. Boomerang Blade almost doing a lot of damage. Dragon's up and unwarded by both teams. Right now the ward coverage is pretty minimal. We got a ward. Actually, I shouldn't say minimal. Blue team does not have a ward for bot lane, but doesn't really have to worry about it. Nock has not shown his face around there yet. We do have a purple ward for purple team. Oh, wow. The Ulf getting aggressive. Sorry about that. In top lane, and blue team has warded this area of the river, which I definitely think is a good idea. M002 getting really low. Kind of having trouble getting close to those creeps to make use of the Vamp Scepter that he did go ahead and buy due to Gangplank's ability to, you know, trade melee and also trade range with him. We do have Nocturne coming up top, though. He has red. If the Ulf gets too aggressive, he could get caught out, but I'm pretty sure he can see Nock. Oh, no, maybe he cannot see Nock, but Wukong goes in with the knock-up. There's the ult and the ignite. Oh, wow. 2 ults spent, but that is... Oh, the snipe on M002. He gets him very low. Major Giggles going for the kill. Does loosen Singularity not quite long enough, and Yoitzflow is just going to zone out Major Giggles now. Major Giggles looks like he's going to stay top. I'm just going to call him Giggles. Giggles is just going to take that farm top. So, unfortunately, Ulf not seeing Nocturne in time gets jumped, and the knockup from Wukong doing a lot of damage. He might even have been able to kill Wukong had it not been for that knockup. Now, Dragon is warded for purple team, but not yet for blue. We see that Doc has backed into double Dorian's Berserker's Greaves and some pots, and Sivir essentially the same with the addition of a Vampiric Scepter. Blue covering mid, and Cassiopeia really, man, farming up those creeps. 79, she's got the first blood gold still, and we'll take a look at gold real quick. Yeah, 3,100 on 3,200 on Cassiopeia, putting her well above anyone else. Actually, wow, she's like 500 more than anyone else in the game right now. Yeah. And the next highest is somebody on our own team. Oh, Ulf and M002 meeting in top right now. We have Ulf coming back into lane with full Wriggles, but Wukong as well. A few more potions as well. Bloop's coming in with red. Makes him maybe wants to make a play on mid.
We'll have to see. I get the feeling Cassiopeia could just burst him down if he runs into lane.
Yeah, Bloop right now he's got double. Oh, but there's the flash and not quite in range for that ult. So Cassiopeia will flash out. Flash spent, not terrible. It's more of an exchange than anything else. But he has gone double gold per 10. Not a bad way to respond to getting killed earlier. A lot of aggression going on bot. Actually, Doc Holliday doing a great job at harassing and pushing down Mod Podge. Sunlith as well, spamming those cords. Oh, but Yoitzflow coming in. The Sivir ult's giving them a lot of movement speed. The exhaust is on Doc thanks to Apollo's Dawn. There's the fear, but it gets popped thanks to Doc's flash. Sunlith flashes out. Sunlith still has ult.
Skarner has not reacted to this at all.
No, you're right. However, I mean, bot was fine. Both flashes were spent. And now Skarner's coming in. He does have red if they make a kind of a counter gank on this, but Apollo's Dawn. Oh, but the purple team does not have a ward to see this. Oh, Mod Podge is going to run right into it. He's getting ulted immediately. Doc Holliday doing a lot of damage. Mod Podge's ult, flash and heal up. He uses both, but he's still going to go down. Wow, Doc Holliday picking up that game. That was great. Well, beautiful gank just as much as beautiful not ward by purple team.
I noticed a bit of miscommunication right there.
Yeah.
The Sona ult went off after Vayne had E'd.
Apollo's Dawn kind of just let Sivir die too there. Which is too bad. Sivir's spell shield, I believe, was up. Could have spell shielded that ult, but didn't necessarily know. I think it was smart for Skarner to notice that she did not shield immediately, because if she shielded immediately, you can always just Q, use Skarner Q to clear that, and then ult afterwards. Well, that's pretty good for Team Blue. The gold difference is only at 300 right now, favor of purple team. And farm is still in favor of purple team, but if blue can manage to get a couple more kills or a dragon, we can definitely see them coming back. Blue moving to blue right now. Lux doing a good job. Lux with having more mana now. He's a nice snare, yeah. Oh, but there's the ult from Just a Lucky. Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I foresaw happening.
I mean, when you see that snare, you want to move in. You want to get that basic attack for the extra damage. But boy, Cassiopeia is just going to turn around and kill you. And that's the third kill then for Team Boots. Actually going to Nocturne. Cassiopeia got the assist on that one. Blue moving back into mid. So he's going to cover mid. So right now, kind of the saving grace. Top is kind of coming out even for both teams, despite, well, the gank earlier from Nocturne was definitely effective. So basically, the winning lane for blue team right now is Doc Holiday and Sunlith 42 in bot lane. Sunlith coming up to ward that dragon. Chooses not to ward, instead just to run away from Modgepod, taking a lot of damage in the process. Modge wants to take to take dragon, and Yoet's Flow is nearby, a little bit low on health and mana. No ward though for blue, but there's a CV. I'm gonna wait till that disperses. Probably not going on dragon right now. Sunlith moving back in. Now he's gonna pink it. Oh no! Miss dodges that. That's that boomerang. But looks like Lux is kind of at the tower right now. Skarner's kind of in a bad position. Sunlith there. Ooh, they're split, and purple team's got a nice wedge. Blue gets silenced. There's the boomerang blade. Yoet's Flow low on mana. There's out of mana. There's the ult on Yoet's Flow. Interesting choice. Oh, but he's gonna get healed. And Just a Lucky meanwhile killing Major Giggles just right out. Yep, taking her down. And we do have a kill though. Oh wow, no. Sunlith getting low. Yoet's Flow getting very low. They're committing to this really hard. They have to make this pay off. Yoet's Flow. Oh, Doc Holly's got to pull this off, or it's no. And now they're trapped.
Really badly.
Now they're trapped. Yep, Apollo's down in a good position.
Cassiopeia with blue is about to get 3 kills for that.
Sunlith's about to go down. Doc Holiday is going to get popped right there. Modgepod's going to pick up Sunlith too. Blue getting exhausted. Chasing down Apollo's Dawn, but not going to be able to pick up that kill. Maybe he will. Actually.
He got one.
Whew. Oh, and as that. Wow, an ace. The Ulf goes down at the tower. Dang, he literally just went down. I saw him on the minimap. Whew. Wow, and that's Dragon as well. Looks like Jesalaki's like, no problem, I'll just tank this thing. I got the spell vamp from Hextech Revolver, 119 minions in 401. That is a Cassiopeia ready for action, man.
Is this game best of 3 or just 1?
The Open League, well, the Premier League is best of 3. I can't remember if the Open League is as well, so we will find out.
Huh.
Kind of a struggling game for all members of Team Anthony Wastella all around. Everyone's died at least once. Meanwhile, the kills for Team Purple really focus on Cassiopeia right now. In fact, Doc Ock's a little bit ahead of Sivir. Of Modgepodge. Nocturne's picking up red. Yep, Wukong's backed. It's basically all spent their gold now. Well, Cassiopeia actually still has the gold. She just backed. She's going to pick up. Is that the Needlessly? Yeah, ooh. And finishing the will as well. Ouch. They're going to need some really good... They're going to need to, like, get cast down before she can even ult. Because if she has a chance to ult even, it's going to be so much damage that it's going to basically win the fight for Purple Team, for Team Boots.
Some heavy fighting going down bot. Sona almost gets blown up by one boomerang.
Yeah, that one boomerang from the... looks like Modgepodge is either going for a... Bloodthirster Infinity Edge. Well, sometimes you want to get the Vamp Scepter. He might be finishing a Wriggles and then going for an Infinity Edge. I do not know. Or the infamous First Buy, Last Whisper before they have armor.
Nice boomerang dodges down there.
Yeah, Sunlith has been good about that, Doc, as well. Blue buff is on Cassiopeia. Blue buff right now going... Team Blue doesn't have one. Wow, Major Geek was getting very zoned by Cassiopeia. Dodging that Q, though. Well, on both sides. Bloop's coming in on mid now. He does have red buff, but he's way out in the open. He actually gets hit by the Q from Jessalaki, which will give Jessalaki a little bit extra movement speed. So, no problem there. Meanwhile, Bot!
No.
Bot got very aggressive. Sunlith did go down to Modgepodge. Doc Holiday kind of sticking around getting silenced. They're taking damage from Modgepodge. Oh, and the boomerang is not quite good. He does Q out of it. Yeah. Oh, blue just popped for Purple Team. I forgot. Jesalaki's blue came from Lux earlier. Oof. the all-in Mod Pod, but look at that brilliant spell shield. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You need to... I think it's always a good idea to Q first, just in case she throws that up.
Ooh, mid's coming down to dive bottom.
Oh, yeah.
They do not know at all.
No, they have no wards.
Going in on this.
Oh, they know Nocturne's here. Now Cassiopeia could flash. Oh, and the Doc goes in with the red buff, and the fear actually does not go off thanks to the flash.
Well
but
played by Doc Holiday.
Yeah,
he lived a good deal longer than he really should have there.
Yeah, but
very good play.
It's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other though, because Major Giggles could snipe. He does snipe, but Yoto had just been healed by Apollo's Dawn and will survive. Oof, that's too bad, man. They need those kills right now. Boomerang and Lucent Singularity exchanged. Meanwhile, M002 and the Alf just like, whatever, man. We're just going to farm. But, however, Wukong is up 2 kills and a lot of farm. So, that's all lanes basically going in favor to Team Purple now. They are up a healthy 4,000 gold, and Cassiopeia is going to pick up yet another blue. Blue now going for an interesting... He's like, well, I need GP10, and then I need armor and magic resist, so I guess I'll just buy him. I guess he might be going for...
Luke's is gonna get caught out of position here. Oh,
no! A nice snare, but the Q does land... The Q does land from Just a Lackey. Wukong's coming down.
So since Wukong's here,
nah,
they won't dive that far.
The slow is pretty good.
It's a brilliant snare.
Yeah.
Life or death right there.
Yeah, score is 2-10. 1 dragon, of course, in favor of Purple Team. Interesting, though, that no towers have gone down. It's been an all-kill game so far. So they're going to give Lux blue. Yep. Meanwhile, almost spoke too soon. Just like he did just push down Team Blue's first mid tower. That'll put them up to 5,000 gold ahead, so very strong. But Blue is coming in for a gain. Yeah, a gain. A gank. Oh!
At least they didn't ult the clone.
Yeah, ooh, that would have been bad.
Although he's going to try and turn this around on them.
And I think he absolutely can. There's the ult from Bloops, but the ult is getting very low. He could definitely go down. There's a nice slow with the ignite. Even using flash before dying. Ouch. That Wukong just says, no problem, I'll pop ult and be fine. Oh, and I missed. Oof. Oh, no. That's 3 kills for... 3 more kills for Purple Team. Cassiopeia skyrocketing up to 601 by 21 minutes. And I think that... Is that a death cap quite yet? It's not quite yet, but it's very close.
Dragon should be up in a little under a minute, I think. So
yeah, 70.
It's probably just going to go by default, the Purple Team.
They have... they have the ward control. They're about to take bottom now. There's going to be a big wave bot that Doc is most likely going to have to stay and farm. Ouch. Blue covering top meanwhile. Wow. So, what do you think, Manacles? How are they going to come out of this one?
I don't know if they can. As you said earlier, it's going to take a lot of picks. But right now, Cassiopeia is still heavily weighted on that team. And if they can just take her out, which their team is actually should be pretty good at doing with the Skarner ult.
It is.
Luke snares and stuff. They have enough CC to just make one person's life hell. And if they do that right, they might be able to pull off a good team fight.
You're right. They're going to have to play the numbers game, though, because if they go in at any even numbers... look, Nocturne's 103, we got 300 for Wukong. Lux is going to try to steal now, maybe. Oh, just puts that ward over, sees that is not worth trying. But every member of Purple Team is actually doing very well in gold right now. We see them all in 6,000, 6,000, 8,000, almost 6,000, and meanwhile we have, 3,500, 5,000, 5,000, 4,000, 4,000 of Blue Team, so... If they engage with even numbers now, I think it's not going to spell out well for them. Wukong coming back with a Frozen Mallet, Ninja Tabi, and a Wriggles versus the Wriggles Heart of Gold, Giant Spell, Null Magic Mantle, Boots of Speed from the Ulf.
Sivir just finished your Infinity Edge, and all Vayne has is a Phantom Dancer.
Yeah.
They both finished major items, but I think Infinity Edge is a good deal more significant.
Well, yeah, considering Sivir, her Boomerang Blade and W scale very well off of attack damage. Vayne, of course, doing great with attack speed, but needs the time and positioning to be able to actually use that attack speed. Meanwhile, wow, we have a big...
Yeah, shit going down top.
I was about to say that they're coalescing on top. That's kind of an interesting term. But they do have the ward. from Blue in the jungle to see that Just Lucky and Joe It's Flow. Yo, it's Flow.
They also know this Nocturne's invading, and he's all by himself right now.
Hey, man, talking about picks, this is exactly what they want. Now he's going to go for the flash over the wall.
Oh, he shielded the ult again.
Yeah. Ouch.
Bloop's got to be kicking himself.
Yep, right now, Skarner, you don't want to have 2 of your ults in a game. This, no problem. Canceled. Looks like Purple Team might be aiming up to take top. They absolutely could. Doc already stuck farming bot right now. They are pushing through mid, and they could definitely collapse on top. The alpha tankiest member right now of Blue's team, and pretty tanky, but would definitely melt underneath the pressure of Wukong, Cassiopeia, and Nocturne right now. Soraka is coming up. Sivir actually deciding to push the advantage, saying, wow, I'm going to ult on mid and say, listen, I'm split pushing. This is actually a great decision, I think. A little bit of snipe on the minions there from Lux, but she's even going to be able to take it with this wave anyway. Lux is coming down. Mod Podge going ahead and backing off, saying that's a free tower later. We can just pick that up for free. Apollodon with the oracles, picking up some wards, and a little bit of a no man's land. What do you call that? No man's zone. Up and top. Meanwhile, Doc has actually had the chance to free farm bottom. His farm is getting pretty high. He's up to 160. Putting a lot of pressure on bot. He's going to back now. A little prematurely. He actually might be able to put some pressure and take bot tower. It's too bad. Looks like the only thing that really came out of that was the damage on mid tower, but that certainly is going to play in later. Up a whole 8,000 gold now for Purple Team. Team Boots playing very well. Good coordination overall. I mean, very successful ganks, I think, but also just lane dominance by themselves. We do have Sona up here with the Ulf. I don't really think that 2v1 is going to do much against M002. We got that Frozen Mallet doing lots of slows. Immediately jumps onto Sunlets and says, wow, that's split-second decision-making. Tons of HP on that Wukong, and the ninja topping means that he does not really care about the Ulf right now. Does what he wants.
Seems like Sona's going straight for the Locket of the Iron Solari.
Yeah, it does look like it.
Interesting to see how that plays out. I haven't seen that item used that much yet.
Locket of the Iron Salami. Meanwhile, we do have bot being...
You were going to be silly.
I am going to be silly. I'm always silly. Mod Podge and Apollo's Dawn pushing bot coming up. Could potentially put that pressure on. They do know that Skarner is now top thanks to the ward that they had in the jungle. But good warding. I will say good warding going by both teams. Sometimes not necessarily responding in time to them. Doc Holiday looks like he's going for a Bloodthirster after the Phantom Dancer. Might not be enough damage at this point. He kind of needs that Infinity Edge to really get those crits out. He's already stacking crit percent anyway. Blue Team actually moving in with the Oracles.
Yeah.
Great.
At this point, if he stays bottom, they can just pull an easy Baron.
Absolutely. They're clearing very well. They do have Wukong coming down and... Oh, starting it? Nope, they're just checking. Apollo's Dawn seeing it. Yes, indeed, there are no wards.
CV. Great CV by Stone in there.
Good timing. Oh, wow, the off gets jumped on. Team's a little split. Oh. Nah. Okay, this will be a good test of Purple Team's coordination, because if Blue Team, really balls up and manages to catch them when they're not able to really turn around on that Baron, they might be able to actually pick a couple kills off, come out on top. But man, that Wukong is very tanky, and the Nocturne's getting there as well.
Right now, the lack of oracles is really hurting Blue Team.
Oh yeah, ooh, this is bad. Wukong goes in, he can ult right now, but there's a Cassiopeia ult. I'm guaranteeing coming out there. Oh, the damage is good. Gangplank's ult does come out. Some with a nice ult, and Lux actually stacking quite a bit of damage. Soraka will fall, but that is the only death going to be the only death for the Purple Team, because the rest are just going to clean up Blue Team. And there are 4 down. Skarner's the only one left, and he's just booking it to the hills. Pings from Purple Team saying, who cares? We're just going to take Baron. Blue coming back to tower, gonna back. Ouch. Wow. It's 9k gold up, and gonna be a Baron as well. Honestly, it was good reaction time from Sunleth, but the whole team just had this, they just let themselves get caught up by Wukong. Really props to Wukong for setting that up perfectly for his team.
I just thought Blue Team might stand a bit of a chance there when that Sona and Luke's ult comboed beautifully.
They were, and
it just wasn't enough.
Man, I've seen Major Giggles on Lux do some awesome engagements in those kind of tight corridor spaces where you just lay down that Loosen Singularity, pop it, get the snare off, and ult over top of the rest of the team, and just do tons of damage. Unfortunately, this was not quite enough tons of damage. I mean, Cassiopeia now has a Giant's Belt moving toward that Crystal Scepter, so she's tanky herself. Like, everyone on Purple Team, except for Soraka, really is hard to kill. And Soraka did go ahead and buy another Oracles, a little bit of weight, you know, cost a lot of money to replace that, but at 12k advantage for the team, picking up another Dragon, she can definitely afford to do so. Ulf needs to just push this lane. I mean, he's up here, he basically has an idea or should know where Purple Team is. At this point, he should just be like, great, I'm going to get as much of that tower as I can right now. And this kind of static freeze farming is not what he needs to be doing right now.
Yeah, it's not the point in the game to freeze your lane. He's done a good job of it, though.
Yay!
Guess he just wants to make sure he gets every single last hit that he can. Still no oracles on Sona.
Oh, that Wukong
like double lift here, but they really need one.
Yeah. Oh, double lift. No, there is now a Fratmas on Wukong. His attack damage has jumped to 255. Sivir is 259 with that Infinity Edge. Now a Zeal. Wow. And they're going to make a play on mid. Wow, that free tower I talked about earlier, they're going to pick that up right now, drive it home, I think. Because look how spread out blue team is. The Gangplank ult, maybe? No, not even.
It actually took me a little bit to figure out Frat Mugs, but I like it.
Well, it's not Frat Mogs. He doesn't have a War Mogs.
Yeah. Frat Mugs.
Oh, look at that Q from Just a Lackey, like, eating through Major Giggle's health. Oh, and meanwhile, Wukong just doesn't care. He's on the tower, he's gonna take it, no matter what the Ulf wants to do, you know? Ouch. That's one way of asserting your dominance, being on the opponent's tower and just being like, I don't even care. Looks like Purple Team's gonna make a play on bot tower, so they have one inner tower down. Basically, their next goals are related to use the remaining Baron that they have. It's got about a minute and a half left to push down the top or bottom outer turrets.
Skarner's getting caught in the jungle. By
inner turrets, I should say. Yeah, but look, I mean, Purple Team's
not that squishy.
Yeah, also Wukong knows that his team isn't nearby. He's just gonna back out. Oh, maybe not. He's jumping on the Ulf. What the thing is, though, they need
just baiting blue team back up here while the rest of this team.
You're right.
Tower.
That's actually a really good
kill on Major Giggles, except for another beautiful life or death snare.
Yeah, not bad. I was gonna say they can't kill Wukong without Doc Ock. They just can't. You know,
the only person. Holiday, by the way.
Oh man.
Doc Ock is not playing this game.
we do have a friend named Doc Ock, but there's the move in by Yoet's Flow, getting the fear off on Major Giggles, just locking and lay down that Q. Oh, and oh god, hits all three with the ult.
Right now.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was about to say, if Cassiopeia ults right now, she's gonna have Vayne sitting right in front of her.
That was beautiful. But yes, Doc Holiday, I'm sorry, Doc Ock is another friend of ours. Not the same guy though.
And Cass is just like, put this team on her shoulders and run with it.
Yeah.
Not to say that everyone else wasn't doing well, but man, doing great.
I mean, that's just knowing how to snowball, absolutely, and Just Like he definitely knows how to do that, doing a great job of it as well. Also, as I say again, it's good team coordination. Team Purple knows where they need to be. And look at this, Luke kind of go in, seeing that Yoet's Flow is down, but as soon as that tower drops, split-second decision making, they all turn and kill Luke. Meanwhile, M002 is just like playing PvE up here, taking those towers.
He's just gonna tank the last of this bit and not give a damn.
Yep. Up against the wall, like that is it. We do have a Locket of the Iron Salami though for Summit, so maybe it will be good enough to bring them back into the game. I do like this item, I do. I think it's very cool. So they're gonna try to make a play on M002. Great snare! Oh wow! But as soon as they see that, yeah, they just backed right off. That could have actually been good, maybe.
I've noticed this all game. Sunlith really likes to keep chasing. I think that was one of the times where he was completely right to do so.
Yeah, although it was a right decision, but it's at 33 minutes, like with this kind of goal difference, I don't even think Doc Holiday can kill him. I mean, he did build the Ninja Tabi, which is a great way actually of kind of flipping the bird to Vayne. You say you got that true damage. Well, doesn't matter. All non-turret basic attacks are still going to do 10% less. Oof. Kind of a slippery slope kind of game. Purple Team doing a good job of, as I said before, snowballing. We'll see Baron coming up pretty soon. Looks like they want to take another inhibitor before they do so to really lock blue team in their base. Meanwhile, Lux has actually just been auto-pushing bot to make sure that that lane doesn't get into their base. Needs to back now, though, or else they're going to be up against a really awkward position. Not that they aren't already. It looks like Nocturne and Mod Podge might be able to even take bot by themselves. Gatsby coming in. Ooh, blue getting really aggressive. Ooh. Nice grab on Salaki. That was... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, Manacles, I have no words.
Oh,
they were so close to that pick. If the ult from Sona had just been a second earlier before that flash, they could have nuked Cassiopeia and put themselves a little bit ahead. But oh, great flash! I'm sure Justalaki was just jamming that F key, just saying, "I'm out of here, man. I'm not gonna get caught like that. Not when victory is so close." Oh, hey, not bad snare again from Major Giggles, but there's one Nexus turret, the other one soon to follow, and at 22,000 gold advantage. Really well played by Purple Team. There's even the spell shield by Mod Podge. Oh, and Major Giggles is going to go down. Well played. Team Boots, you did a great job. Great coordination. It was wonderful to see you guys play. Anthony Wastella, good luck next time. It was great casting this game. Thanks, Manacles, of course, for being here. Any final remarks?
Oh, that was a great game. Team Purple did a great job. Especially
awesome.
Cassiopeia.
Yep, and this is just IvyLoL Open season. It's great stuff. I'll have more games up for you guys soon. In the meantime, take care. See you guys later.